Welcome to Find It in Fergus Falls. I'm Lisa Workman with the Fergus Falls Area Chamber of Commerce. Middle of February, lots of fun things going on in our community. We are looking forward to the Battle of the Businesses Bowling Tournament. We can't wait to see everyone on Saturday, February 11th at Northern Air Lanes. And then the following day, big events going on, of course, Super Bowl Sunday. But before that, we invite you to head on out to the Sertoma Ice Fishing Derby. Joel Myhre is going to be our guest on the show today, and we're going to talk about the Sertoma Ice Fishing Derby and fun kids games that are going on Super Bowl Sunday. And following that, we're going to visit with Grant Davenport with Davenport Insurance. He's got some important information that will affect everyone who has vehicle insurance, homeowners insurance, commercial insurance, you name it. You're going to want to stay tuned for the show today. We'll be right back.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is here with the Park Region My Safety Net app. Welcome home to My Safety Net. The My Safety Net app is designed to easily tailor a custom Wi-Fi experience. The My Safety Net app is simple and intuitive. All features are accessible from the home dashboard. Easily create profiles for people, places, and things. Pause the internet. Set schedules. Run bandwidth tests. Get performance alerts and device statistics. Enhanced features allow you to filter content, prioritize devices and activities, get notified and keep track of web threats, intrusions, and blocked viruses. My Safety Net app. Connect, control, and tailor the ultimate Wi-Fi experience. My Safety Net by Park Region. Call today.
Welcome back to Find It in Fergus Falls. I'm joined now with Joel Myhre with the Fergus Falls Sertoma Club. It's that time of year.
It is. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, so Joel, have you been a part of the Sertoma Club for all 44 years?
I have not.
That they've done the Ice Fishing Derby?
No, but I joined in 1995. So
Okay,
I've been a member on and off for, close to 30 years?
Yeah.
So it's been a long stint.
Which is amazing that a club has had an ice fishing event or a fundraising event for 44 years. And that's just the Fergus Falls Sertoma Club and big ice fishing event coming up Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, it's what we're known for, the Fergus Falls Sertoma Club, the fishing derby. And yeah, it's been on and off. Sometimes the weather doesn't cooperate and the ice doesn't cooperate, but this year I think the conditions are looking good and we're looking forward to a fun event.
Right, so let's talk about those conditions and what we're going to do, because again, it's Super Bowl Sunday.
Yep.
The whole event will be wrapped up in time for you to heat up your buffalo wings and get your nachos going and, enjoy the Super Bowl and all those fun football festivities. But Fishing Derby is back on Pebble Lake.
Yeah, so as far as the conditions go, I think the ice is in great shape. People have been out fishing on the ice, and so I think we're good there. We've had plenty of ice making cold days to get the ice up there. I just looked at the forecast. It looks like it's going to be in the mid-30s with light winds.
Perfect.
Maybe a little bit of cloud, but should be a great day to get out and bring the kids out. It's so the derby's from 11 to 1. We are going to. This is going to be a little bit. We're not going to have concessions this year, so
right.
bring your own food and drink. But the Dark House Association, the local Dark House Association, drills all the holes, so the holes are ready.
Easy.
We have bait that we're going to have available. So all you really need to bring is a fishing rod and
maybe a bucket to sit on.
To sit on, yeah. You want to go all out and build a really cool camp, you can do that. We used to have camps out there. We're going to have a couple of on-ice raffles, one for an auger, an ice
Awesome.
auger. We're also going to do some smaller prizes out there. Obviously, if you catch some fish and you get some big fish, we have prizes for that, so you can win
Awesome.
big fish prizes.
Yeah, and so that's all out on Pebble Lake.
Yep.
11 to 1. And what's great about this fishing derby is that it's free.
It's free.
Like, it doesn't
Yep.
cost anything to enter. You can just show up and literally the holes have been drilled for you. There's bait available.
Yep.
Just bring a pole in, and if you want to sit on a bucket or a lawn chair or whatever you want, do that. But
So it's the De Lagoon Park entrance. So right just past Buyer Body Shop there, you can take a left and
Yep.
go into the De Lagoon Park entrance. You'll see it, and yeah, come on out. We you know, there's no costs. It's a pretty relaxed, fun family event. This is a
Right.
little different from the serious fishing derbies.
Right.
This is more about having a good time with the family.
right,
Bringing
great
the-
family-friendly event.
Yep, we encourage the kids to come out, try fishing. If they haven't tried ice fishing, this is a great event to do that.
Great time to do it from 11 to 1 out on Pebble Lake. Again,
Yep.
enter at De Lagoon. Everything's really taken care of for you. The weather is even cooperating fantastically for us for the event day too. And well,
Yep.
the fun doesn't stop there.
Right. So once the derby is done, then we are going to the Eagles from 1 to 3, and that will be so we're going to have bingo there,
Okay, fun.
and
Love bingo.
we're going to have kids games, and we're going to have pulled pork and cotton candy for the kids and for the adults too, because I like pulled pork.
Oh
myself.
yeah, I like cotton candy, so there you have it.
And so that should be from 1 to 3, and we're also going to be at 2 o'clock. We have our pre-raffle. So this is the big raffle, and the tickets are still available for
Right,
this.
right.
But some of the big prizes are, we have a couple of gift cards from Fergus Home and Hardware, $500 gift cards. We've got a YMCA family membership. We're giving away a Vexilar fish finder, so you can watch the fish swim around in the...
Watch them not take your bait.
Yeah, it's awesome. You watch the fish look at your bait and not bite. So,
Yeah. A lot of great prizes and
Yeah.
a lot of things that have been donated for the what they call the pre-derby raffle or the main raffle. And again, those tickets are available. You don't have to be present to win. Drawing will be at 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon.
Right, and yeah, thanks to all the businesses that have donated to the raffle. It's been
Right.
really generous of all of our local businesses.
Yeah, so it'll be a
to do
great
that,
day.
so.
Folks can get up and get going for the day. They can do a little ice fishing out on Pebble Lake and then come out to the Eagles from 1 until 3. Again, more family-friendly stuff, but fun for the adults too. There'll be bingo
Yeah.
that adults can play. There'll be some kids games. There'll be some raffles going on there, all kinds of fun activities for the afternoon. And this is the Sertoma's biggest fundraiser of the year, the
Biggest-
only fundraiser for
It's our only
Sertoma.
fundraiser. And by the way, so the Super Bowl doesn't start until 5:30, and we're done at 3. So yeah, plenty of
Plenty of
time
time.
after you're done. You don't want to watch all those preview things anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I think pregame starts at like, what, Saturday?
Yeah. And face it, our favorite team isn't in the Super Bowl.
Not
anyway,
this year.
so-
Not this year.
So yeah, so it's our only fundraiser of the year. So Sertoma Club focuses on the speech and hearing impaired.
Right.
So we do lots of projects. So our latest project is the Mill Street Residence is doing a chapel, and we have donated $2,000 to help with their audio system.
Oh, fantastic.
So that's one of our latest ones. But we've donated to the school systems. We have people that write in asking to help with if they have a hearing aid that they're purchasing. We'll give them some money for that.
Sure.
We're just considering, there's a camp, like Camp Confidence, I think it's called Camp Sertoma over there. It focuses on kids with speech and hearing impairments.
Sure.
And we've sent kids to those camps. So lots of opportunities out there to help people that have those difficulties.
Right. So, in this being the fundraiser, folks can help out by, buying raffle tickets. They can show up and play bingo. For that, of course, lots of great contributions have been made already for that, make donations. And I think what's cool too is that the money stays local. It's local kids that would be going to the camp. It's, local investments in the community to help speech and hearing impaired.
Yep.
Everything stays right here in the community, and there have been a lot of thousands and thousands of dollars that have helped out a lot of great organizations in our community for it. too.
Absolutely,
So,
yeah.
yeah, so a great event. So we got ice fishing from 11 to 1 out on Pebble Lake.
Ice from 11 to 1, yep.
We got bingo and kids games and some concessions and fun stuff going on at the Eagles from 1 until 3.
Yep,
And everybody will be wrapped up and they can, grab that last bag of Doritos on their way home and head off to the Super Bowl after that. But
That's
it should
right.
be.
If you really want to watch a Super Bowl, you can still do that.
You'll still catch all the commercials, right?
Right, yep.
Well, anything else we should touch on today, Joel?
Just that Sertoma Club, we've been an active club for close to 50 years. We meet at noon on Wednesdays at Mabel Murphy's.
So always a great lunch.
Always a great lunch. So if you're interested in joining Sertoma, just stop by for a meeting or get a hold of us.
It's a great club, and we have
Always
a
looking for
fair
new
bit of
membership.
fun.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate all the work that Sertoma does in the community too, and again, thanks to all the businesses who've donated prizes and made some cash contributions for the club to give back to the community.
All right.
You bet.
Thanks for
All right.
having us.
We hope to see everybody on Super Bowl Sunday out at Pebble Lake or at the Eagles for the Sertoma's Ice Fishing Derby, kids games, bingo, you name it, there's something for everybody. We'll be back after a little break. Welcome back to Find It in Fergus Falls. Grant Davenport with Davenport Insurance is joining me. And well, Grant, you have been in business for over 5 years already?
Yeah, yep. It'll be 6 years this summer. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we should, of course, remind folks, where you're located at Davenport Insurance.
Yeah.
I drive by almost every day.
Yeah, perfect. No, we're at 114 East Washington here in Fergus Falls. So.
Downtown Fergus Falls, and with the new year, we've made it through January, and the year is here, and the insurance world has seen some changes come about.
Absolutely, yeah.
The whole world has had some changes over the last, we're going to call it 3 years.
Correct.
And the pandemic has caused strange things to go on in every industry.
Yes.
I was at one of our local car dealers earlier this week, and their lots are starting to fill up. So some of the changes are starting to ease, but some of those impacts have taken longer to hit different industries,
Yes.
and insurance is one of those.
It is insurance turn here, unfortunately. Yeah. So generally, what we're hearing from a lot of the carriers is 2023 will be having impacts on policyholders across the board. It is not a company specific or a coverage specific of any kind.
Sure.
There are factors that have just caught up that are needing to be addressed financially, and that is trickling down to the consumer, really in all types of products at this point.
Absolutely. Well, we've seen over the last few years that, again, having been at one of the car dealerships, that, we've all seen prices, inventory was low. They had, chip shortages as far as building new vehicles. And we've all experienced the value if we've traded a vehicle in where your used car value is way up. Well, that's a great thing if you're trading your vehicle in, but if you're getting your vehicle repaired,
Yes.
if you're for the insurance piece of
Yeah.
it, it's not so great then. So.
No, yeah. There's, like I said, multiple factors that are coming into play here, but just repair costs in general, whether that is for fixing a vehicle or for fixing property,
Right.
those costs have gone up. And with that, in turn, due to just claims loss in general, the insurance companies are having to make pretty significant rate changes to account for those costs on the
Right.
tail end.
Yeah, so the cost to repair a vehicle, the cost to if anyone has done estimates to maybe having a renovation or expansion or anything with your home or any property or structure or real estate overall, I mean, those costs have all gone up,
Yep.
and it takes a while, I would imagine, for the insurance companies to get hit with that.
Yes,
They don't see it immediately. It's not like
they're-
you walk to the store and the price of eggs is $6 a dozen, and you're like, oh, darn.
Yeah, they try to stay ahead of it, but
Yep.
a lot of it is what's happening in the field as these losses come through and what's coming back for the cost of materials, labor.
Sure.
And that is another area that is really coming to a forefront in the insurance industry is just the true replacement cost of items.
Right.
A home maybe 5-6 years ago was worth $300,000 to build it, but if you had to go build that same structure today, it could be well over $500,000.
Right.
And so one thing that we're definitely seeing and stressing to people as well is we need to make sure that these replacement cost valuations are up to date. We don't want to have a loss and think that we're covered.
Right.
And when it all comes to the end, and we don't want to be short. I always
True.
tell people that if that's the case, you're taking on a very large deductible yourself.
The difference.
To make up that difference. And so to have an appointment with an agent, with your company to go through how that could be home, could be a garage, could be farm buildings, commercial buildings, all of those valuations really should be looked at. And in most cases, we're seeing that most properties are underinsured for today's market for those reconstruction costs.
Right, and a lot of times we don't think of any of this until we get our renewal. And I think,
Yep.
like you said, the most important, or one of the first things right now is that as folks see the renewals coming in the mail or coming out of their accounts for 2023, expect an increase no matter who you
Yes.
have, no
Yeah.
matter what, whether you're with Davenport Insurance or any one of the great insurance providers in our community, you're gonna likely
Yep.
see an increase and
That's-
plan accordingly.
Yes, that's again, something just to kind of be prepared for. It is not a company-specific thing, it is an industry-wide piece that is occurring here, and so
It's not just on people like me who've had a couple deers cross our path in the last year.
It is, like I said, it is across the board, and there are multiple factors for everybody's rate, but just company-wide rate changes are occurring, and so just to be aware of that, you know, and if there is some concerns, you know, obviously to speak with your current agent or, you know, to see what else may be available.
Sure.
But I wouldn't expect there to be a huge range of differences out there. Everybody's being impacted by this.
Right, so it wouldn't be a scenario where people should be, where you're encouraging people to shop, but now would be a very good time to meet with your agent, whether it's Grant or another agent, or if you know, looking at another agent, to get in
Yeah.
touch with Davenport Insurance to make sure you have the proper coverage.
Yeah, no, again, to have that 20-30 minute meeting to just go through what you currently have in place, be proactive with it. You know, you don't want to have something bad happen and think, oh, I should have done this, or I
Right.
thought I had that. Just get together and work with that person, and that's one thing that I feel, at least our office, we try to stress to our clients is, we're going to look at these annual reviews. We're going to try to make sure we're as prepared as possible if something happens. And again, as a general suggestion to people, if you're not doing that, please start doing that, or try to reach out to somebody that will go through that with you, because at that moment of truth, you want to make sure you're in a good spot.
Right. When the time comes that you need to rely on having that insurance, I mean, that's why we pay for our property
Correct.
insurance
Yep.
and our commercial and vehicle insurance, is that, you know, if something happens, that we want to be covered and make sure that coverage is there too.
Correct.
So
Yep.
that I think is the biggest thing, is that we've seen prices increase on everything.
Yes.
And thereby it's going to cost more to insure things because it costs more to repair and replace.
Yep.
And again, like you said, make sure that you have the things that you own and care about covered in
Yes.
such a way that you can be made whole.
Yep, and there again, to talk with somebody about this, there's oftentimes stuff that we uncover in conversation that we thought we were covered on or didn't realize the coverage worked a certain way. And again, doing those conversations really just helps people to be in a good spot moving forward. Again, I can't stress that enough. There's nothing worse than for something to happen and have to look back and say, oh, you know, that changed or that was never addressed in the past.
Right.
Not a good look for anybody there. So again, let's get together, look through this. We work with a variety of companies, so we get a pretty good feel for the market that's out there for coverages, pricings, just to make sure we're in the best spot moving forward.
Sure.
Can always look to make changes. There's really no harm in that. That's one really nice thing about, you know, the insurance market is you can make those transition and switches when it's right. You're not, locked in for anything. So again, to take a look, that's what we're here to do. Just make sure you're in a good spot.
And it's always nice too that you've got an agent like yourself right here in Fergus Falls, somebody that people can call if they have a question or concern or don't understand something in a policy. It's not, like purchasing it online or with an
Right.
app or something
Yep.
like that. You make it easy and understandable.
Yeah,
People
no.
know what they're getting.
Yeah, and I really truly enjoy sitting down and visiting with people on this because everybody's situation is different. For me, it's just kind of this big puzzle that we need to put together and make sure it's all ready to go for everybody. And yeah, to have that local connection of a phone call, stop in, say hello, again, just to make sure we're in a good spot. And again, if something happens, let somebody there to walk you through the steps and,
Right.
and just get through that tough time.
Yep, absolutely. So if folks want to get in touch with you, Grant, if they're looking at either reviewing their policy or looking for somebody local to explain, maybe they've recently moved here or, looking for a change or a different perspective, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Absolutely, yeah. You can give us a call. It's 218-736-5697. You can visit us online at davenportinsurancemn.com. Or again, stop down and say hello at 114 East Washington here in Fergus Falls.
Well, fantastic. Well, thanks again for all that you do in the community, keeping people insured and
Absolutely.
protected. And we do appreciate the heads up that people will start seeing some changes likely in their renewals coming up for
Absolutely.
2023. And it's just a product of the market and what's
It's-
been going on.
It is here, and just trying to prepare for it.
Yep,
so.
yep. Don't get mad at the messenger.
There you go. Yes.
It's good to get that preview so that folks can plan ahead
Yeah.
for that too.
Yep.
So, well, thanks you so much for joining us on the show today.
Absolutely.
You bet. We'll be back after a little break.
Do you love sports? Then Park Region wants you. We're looking for energetic and detail-oriented individuals to be our camera operators for our live high school sports broadcasts on our local PRTV Now channels. If you're interested in this highly flexible, part-time opportunity, joining a fun, exciting work environment, contact our Human Resources Department at 218-826-8327.
Well, welcome back to our show. I want to thank Joel Myhre with the Sertoma Club and Grant Davenport with Davenport Insurance for joining us. If you want to find out more details about events that are going on or about great businesses in our community, I invite you to check out the Chamber's website at fergusfalls.com. I'm Lisa Workman with the Fergus Falls Chamber. This has been Find It in Fergus Falls, and we will see you again next week.